Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now it's Herbert. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They start on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Prescott now.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert now. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
47.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Running right through it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup. They'll try and sneak it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
He finds his target, Allen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30, and he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out, and that'll do it for this first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Now Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sean McKeon.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Elliott running left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give running left is Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its 1st interception of the game the last time out.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Cowboys 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's complete to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Herbert on first down now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much.